Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a Shea Butter Beef Tallow Moisturizer. It is just fabulous for the skin. I have extremely sensitive skin and it has taken me a long time to find a natural moisturizer that didn't make my skin break out. It took forever, and even some of the ones from, the grocery store that aren't natural still make my skin break out. I have to be very careful. So this is fabulous. I'm going to stick with this. It's very, very easy. It has a very light shea butter scent. You could scent it with essential oils if you wanted to. I do not do that. It's great for your dry, cracked hands. My hands are always in water, so they're always cracked. There are so many benefits to the skin of shea butter and beef tallow. First, we are going to set up a double boiler. I don't actually have one, so I use a little saucepan with some boiling water in it, and I put a glass pan over top of that. To that, I'm going to add 1/2 a cup of raw shea butter. I will link something that I have, another brand that I've used from Amazon. They didn't have this specific one that I was using, but I have used other ones, so I'll link that below. After that, you're going to use some beef tallow. We're going to use 1/4 a cup of that. And we're going to add that right into the bowl with the shea butter. There are so many benefits to beef tallow on the skin. I was kind of afraid that it was going to smell like, beef, but it actually doesn't. I think when I first opened it, and I was in my head thinking that it smelled like beef, but it doesn't, especially once you mix it with the shea butter. The shea butter doesn't have a strong smell, but it has more of a smell than the beef tallow, I will say. So after that, we are going to add 1/4 cup of jojoba oil. You could use any carrier oil that you want to. Jojoba oil is one of the few that doesn't make my super ridiculously sensitive skin break out, but you could use olive oil, you could use avocado oil. It's really adaptable. You could pretty much use whatever you have on hand, and then we are going to let those melt together. Now, I added 2 tablespoons of the organic coconut oil here, but I goofed and I read my recipe wrong. You actually only need 1 tablespoon. Mine that I ended up a little bit too greasy, but that's okay. It doesn't really bother me, but if it would bother you, definitely just use 1 tablespoon of the coconut oil, and you're gonna let that all just slowly melt. I stir it occasionally and go do other things and just come back and check it periodically until it is all well combined, no clumps, and then I remove it and let it cool to where I can handle the bowl. And if you wanted to add essential oils in, this would be the time that you could do it, when it was cool enough that you could stick your finger in there and it didn't burn it. I don't put essential oils in mine, especially if I was giving it for a gift. I definitely would not do that, because you never know what people like, what they don't like, what they can and can't use. I have extremely sensitive skin and can't use any essential oils on my face, so I don't use them. But that would be the time when you could do that. And then I just put the lids on them. And if I'm in a hurry to have them, I will pop them in the refrigerator. It's really cold here, so I just stuck them in the garage for a little bit while they set up. And then here is what they look like once they have set up. Sometimes I have trouble getting the lids off because they're a little greasy on the outside, but it is so buttery soft. You don't have to whip this at all. It is extremely nourishing for the skin. I'll link below some information on the benefits of shea butter and beef tallow for the skin. Like I said, this would make a very great Christmas gift. I'm planning on making some of these to put in our teachers' bags. I have little candles and things to go with them. This is very adaptable and would make such a great gift. You could pair it with some cute little dish towels, a hot pad, chapstick, who knows. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great week. Bye.